Oh, we're on hotspot in North Carolina, and I am doing my naval battles. This is going to be a tier 6, 7, and 8 battle, so we're high tier with 2 submarines, 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 4 battleships, and 1 aircraft carrier on each team. And we have spawned
General quarters.
nearest the alpha cap, and I always like to angle myself over toward the nearest boundary so that I can get on the flank. Gives me a chance to get some broadside shots at the enemy ships that might be trying to push in toward that cap.
Awaiting instructions.
We have a division of 2 submarines. Huh. And they're both on my side. And so instead of getting a cruiser, we get a pair of submarines. Well, Mysore is not happy. Our cruiser that's over in the middle, he's easily blapped and he knows it, so I told him find a good island.
Enemy force detected.
Okay, well, these volcanoes will be erupting. You see the one just off my port side that is erupting right now.
Repel air attack.
And it's quite a visual. Plus we'll hear the rumble from it. Trying to gauge where Sinop is going to be. I think I fired too far in front of him. Cannot reach the aircraft carrier. I could run my spotter plane and extend my reach, but I'm not sure if I'm still going to be able to see him. Yeah, I fired either too far short or a little bit behind that Sinop. Okay, well, Kaga is starting to move forward now, so let's... Oh, disappeared just as I was getting ready to shoot. I'll probably be scattering my shells all over the place. When you fire while there's target locked on, North Carolina has pretty good accuracy. Okay, I am still spotted, and okay, I've got the Moggy right out here in front of me. Well, first off, let's drop a few depth charges on that salmon that's up there. Okay. Ick. Awkward problems with my binoculars. Okay, I caused some flooding, a little bit of splash damage, 1 direct hit on that submarine. Alright, I am going to turn out. I do not need to be running up there too far. I don't know where their other DDs are. We saw the Shenyang is up here, and the Shenyang is a DD that has those deep water torpedoes. They're hard to spot and they do a lot more damage. They can only hit battleships or cruisers or aircraft carriers, but they do a lot of damage when they do hit us. Alright, dark now. Got turned out safely. Now Amagi is giving me a little bit of a broadside. Let's see if I can do something with it. He's angled a little bit. Okay, 2 overpins, 1 pin, and 2 ricochets. So he was angled enough, but it did a little damage to him.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Okay, he missed all those. Now he's giving me a little bit better broadside, so let's see. Shooting just at the edge of his bow wake there. You can see a little white line there. Oh, one ricochet. Scattered. He was turning in just a bit. Stay on him for now. Okay, I am getting a little bit far out here though. I need to get back up here and support the rest of the team a little bit. I can't even reach the submarine with my depth charges now. Now the CV is going to drop some torps on me. I can't avoid all of them, but I'll take them in the side where they hit my torpedo protection belt. Didn't do as much damage as it might have, hopefully. Run my heel. It's a little bit early for it, but rather do it now. Alright, so there's the Shenyang, a Yumahari, which is a Japanese battleship. Looks like he's sitting still, but then now I look and I see he's got bow wake, so well, I'll be shooting way behind him. Yep, not even close. Alright, well, see if we can't line up another one. They're having a hard time hitting me too. I move a little faster than they think I do. Alright, so I'm shooting short because he's driving at an angle toward me, so we'll see if we can't tag him. Oh yeah, got him with a Citadel. 3 full pins, 2 over pins, 1 ricochet, but a Citadel. Maximum damage. Oh, we lost our Mysore finally, but our San Diego got the Cherbourg, so we are ahead by 1 ship. Now I'm kind of blind firing over this island, and I think I'm firing behind him. Well, I got 4 full penetrations on him though. Not a Citadel, but lots of damage.
Ship is on fire.
Alright, Amagi. You're driving up here right in front of a Nagato. That's probably not going to be good for your health. And now that submarine is trying to ping me. I dodged that ping. 2 ricochets, but I did reset the cap.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Cap is short for capture point.
Torpedoes,
World of Warships has its own vernacular, as all games do. Gosh, there's torps coming from all over the place here. Oh, not quite. 3 good pins. I'll bet Nagato finishes him. Yeah. Alright, now, where's that submarine? If it were DD, I could use the dead Amagi to help block the torpedoes. But these are coming from underneath the dead ship.
Torpedoes to port.
Alright. Guess he was running away. I thought he was waiting right there. Oh, look at that. Their aircraft carrier. And here's that submarine again. Okay. Got the aircraft carrier.
We've sunk an enemy aircraft carrier.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Be kind of nice if we got a double strike. Oh, I think I put my depth charges on the beach. Oh, guess not. Got him.
Enemy submarine sunk.
Oh,
Torpedoes to starboard.
whoops.
The ship is on fire. Torpedoes
All
to starboard.
right. Let's let those torpedoes hit us. Then we can put out the fire. There's a DD right in front of us.
Torpedoes, direct front.
There are His
Torpedoes,
torps.
direct
Okay,
fire.
so he uses torps and his torp reload booster. Because Akatsuki only gets one set and then he reloads, but he's got a reload booster that takes forever. Now he's got about 2 minutes to wait before he
Problem solved,
gets
sir.
torps again. Our Shen Yang is over
Ship is
close
on
enough
fire.
to him. If he's a radar Shen Yang, he'll be lighting him up any second. Yeah, there he is. Okay, and I'm loaded with HE and got him. Okay,
That's how it's done.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
excellent.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Well, he did get another set of torpedoes away. Now the Shen Yang can't see me. I already got one fire on me, but
All stations
can't
requesting
repair it.
fire on the designated target.
Got my heal though, and that helped quite a bit. Fire's going out, 3 seconds. Okay. Help take this cap, and then we'll push ahead to Charlie Cap. We were behind for a bit, but we're ahead on ships now. Behind in caps anyway. Okay. I see the Shen Yang
Attention. Reporting the target position.
trying to sneak around, probably trying to back cap us back at Alpha, but our Nagato is there. Okay, now Shen Yang is looking more like he wants to come up after us. I think he was angled away, and
Spotter returning to ship.
I think he was coming toward me. Too bad. Okay, another turret ready. If we get lucky and tag him. Yeah, okay, there you go. 2 pens. Knocked something out. I didn't quite see what it was. Okay, now there's the Warspite. So let's switch back over and get our armor-piercing rounds ready. One of my captain skills allows me to switch shell types really quickly, half the time that it would if I had to totally unload. Oh, 6 pence. Nice. Okay, wasn't a Citadel, but he's going to take a bunch of torps anyway. Yeah, he's hurting some. Let's get another one. He's backing up, it looks like. Oh, 1 torpedo protection hit. Dang, I had that lined up, but our Shen Yang's got him. Oh man, he's definitely got him. Okay, well, going up into Charlie. We're just looking to end this quickly. Oh, good. Nagata got the Shen Yang. Nagata says night night. Yeah, that's rubbing it in a bit. I actually would prefer you don't do that. Alright, there's the Vastaras. French DD. Ooh, I cleaned him up. Got myself a Confederate. And we won. Cool. Well, darn. So close on a couple of those kills. I think I could have gotten a Kraken, but hey, 3 kills and a Confederate, that'll take it. So you get a Confederate when you damage 6 or more enemy ships, where the damage dealt to each ship is at least 20% of the base HP. So that worked out pretty well. 101, almost 102 damage dealt, and 44 target hits, of which 35 of them did damage. 9 of them did no damage at all. Torpedo protection hits and 8 ricochets. Shot down 4 aircraft and set 2 fires. Caused 3 floods on that submarine. Got a Citadel hit. Even had a defended ribbon. Assisted in a capture. My secondaries did a little bit of work. And then those 4 depth charges are what sank that submarine. So that's cool. Anytime you sink a sub, that's cool. And I made it to the top of the leaderboard with 1,918 base XP. So excellent deal there because I am doing my naval battles. We'll take a look at those in a bit. I fired a total of 117 shells and I only landed 44. So I am probably just a little bit under 40% on that one. So not great, although some of my shots were at range and fast moving targets. I would like to be doing better because North Carolina has really good guns. Potential damage, though, was well over 1,000,000, so that's the shots that were being put on me, the torpedoes that missed, shots that either hit and didn't do damage or they altogether missed. And I received 183,000 in credits, and I am needing credits because I'm building up Des Moines, getting close to maxing her out, but I need her for those clan battles that are coming up. I also picked up a little bit of free XP, and North Carolina gets to Iowa, and then Iowa will take me to Montana. That's the road I'm on right now. I have 170,000 in ship XP. Looks like I've already met the requirements for Iowa. I just need the money. And I need 13 million. I'm at 2 million, but first I need to take care of Des Moines. And Des Moines needs 3 million to fill this slot right here, of which I am thinking maybe to go with the Gunfire Control System Mod 2 to extend my range, although having faster firing guns is pretty nice too. Des Moines has such fast firing guns, you'd think you wouldn't need them any faster. Well, you always like your guns faster. So as I mentioned, I am working on naval battles, and naval battles is when your clan is fighting against another clan. In this case, we're fighting against a clan in the European Union on the EU server. They have scored 60 points. We have 86 points. And I helped the team get there with 14 stars so far. And naval battles is, you're kind of in competition against guys in your own clan by trying to take a turn on the ships that will score you a star, and some of these will score double stars. And so that's why I was working on North Carolina, so that I could get the double stars right here off the American battleships. Some stars are only worth 1 star, like an American cruiser, but there's always a certain set of them, so you get, I think, 5 options here for getting double stars. So the American battleship, the German aircraft carrier, the Chinese cruiser, and the Pan American cruiser. Oh, and the Italian cruiser, I missed that one, will all give double stars. Now this changes for each clan, but our clan and the clan that we're up against is seeing the same set of double bonuses, so nobody has any unfair advantages or anything. This is for base XP. Sometimes naval battles is for other things like the number of ribbons that you can pick up in a battle or the amount of damage dealt and things like that. But base XP, you pretty much have to do that in random battles after your first set. So the first one that you score is only needing, I think, 200 or 250 points, and that's pretty easy. Some of the guys get a bunch of those. We see it looked like 250. We see this fellow got 12 stars at 250, but then everybody else has had to work for those, so it goes up to 1,050, and then it goes up, I think, about 25 or 50 points each time. It varies. So our opponent, on the other hand, they have not done nearly as well on the double stars as we have. So that's a big difference in points there. So if this holds, then our clan gets some extra oil. Everybody in the naval battles gets some oil, but we get extra oil if we are able to win this one. So it's worth doing. And I run naval battles in um, my Phalanx clan also, and I pretty much maxed out there, and we're winning, I believe, 22 to 12 in that one. So that's Bohica and me working on that one. Over here, I've got the full For Fun clan behind me, helping to make things happen. So, North Carolina, we have main armaments mod 1, my standard battleship loadout basically, damage control systems mod 1, and artillery plotting room mod 1. That gives my shells a little tighter grouping. Then we get into steering gears mod 1 that I really like having this one, considering I'm often dodging around with torps and things like that, and it's surprising to other ships and to see these trying to bomb me and torp me how quickly I can turn. The propulsion mod 1 wouldn't be too bad. A lot of people take damage control systems mod 2 to help cut down on their the amount of damage being taken from fires and flooding. But I get a good heal, and that tends to work out pretty well for me. Then I use that concealment systems mod 1, and that does hide me in between shots, so I can get things lined up and go dark if I need to. And it's uh, one of those benefits to having a fast battleship that can hide is that you can mitigate your damage and then get your damage control parties going, and it makes a big difference. I run the spotting aircraft because the fighter actually doesn't do a lot to help you out, but being able to look over islands and extend your range really helps a lot. And then every ship I drive, I use Juliet Charlies to prevent those sudden devastating blow-ups with minimal damage, and all of a sudden you've lost your ship. Then I try to mitigate the fires. I ought to also be running the Juliet Yankee Bissos 2, but I have too many other things on there right now. Um, Firestarter isn't one of those things that I really need. I must have been out of those. So anyway, this will help mitigate the damage being taken from torpedoes. And then battleships always ought to run a Hotel Yankee if you have them, because that kind of cuts back on the amount of damage you take in a ram, but you deal more damage. And so that could keep you afloat and put the other guy down sometimes. And then I run the secondary range. The probably isn't my most useful thing, though, to be honest. I think I'll switch over here and run Sierra mics, because being a little faster in a battleship does not hurt. I run India Deltas to improve my heal, and then I run November Foxtrots to get my consumables back more quickly. All right, so my captain is one that I have been working up for a while. I Uh, am going to send him on to Iowa when I get Iowa, and then on to Montana eventually. But I am running gun feeder to switch shell types more quickly, and then grease the gears to keep my guns on target, even though I might be turning. And then I use Adrenaline Rush. Some people will run this improved repair party readiness, but uh, you don't really get the big benefits out of that until you get to 2 million potential damage, and that doesn't happen very often. You do get your repair parties back a little more quickly, but honestly, I think the um, having the adrenaline rush gives you a faster reload rate when you're down a little bit on HP, and that has actually served me better. And then I run emergency repair expert to give my repair parties a little bit more time to operate and give me an extra repair party. So I get an extra heal. And then when I get another 4 points, I will run fire prevention expert to cut down on the number of fires that I can take, especially on my superstructure. All right, so North Carolina is South Dakota class battleship. She has two sets of two turrets with 3 barrels each up forward, and one turret with 3 barrels back aft. So we're sending 9 big shells downrange, and these are the 406 millimeter shells, which are, I believe, 16-inch. So approximately the size and weight of a Volkswagen, to put that in perspective. And when they hit, they do a lot of damage, and I have really done some heavy damage to other battleships, to cruisers, and can take out some of the cruisers with one good hit. I do have secondaries on her, but they just aren't nearly as effective as the ones on Massachusetts, so I don't tend to put a lot of my resources into the secondaries on North Carolina, even though the Massachusetts and North Carolina are the same class of ship, the South Dakota class ship. You can see this has a little bit more of a diamond-shaped bow, where the Iowa class is going to have a swooped in bow that'll come to a sharp point and then come back out. And then we'll see the same when we get into Montana. I do like the rounded stern, though, because having that rounded stern bounces shells a little more easily. I can't quite get turned right to be able to take a good look at that, but uh, you can kite, as they call it, turn your stern to the enemy, and sometimes the shells will bounce off a little bit better. Of course, bow in is the preferred position, but you can't always be doing that. Sometimes you got to be running for your life, and I often am in North Carolina. She doesn't have real good armor on her sides. She takes some real heavy hits, especially right under those forward guns, and she can uh, be one shot by some of the Tier 10 battleships, even a few of the Tier 9s. So you never turn your side to another battleship in North Carolina. All right, well, that was a good battle, and naval battles are going well. So let's go ahead and close this one out. So have a great evening.